I am Hermes, messenger of the gods. I am still getting lots and lots of questions and even misunderstandings from my own blood brethren and sisters. So this is the video I'm going to clear up. What is this Exodus? What does this mean? Because for much of this time, many of us have been saying the Holy Grail is a physical place. It is the North Pole. This information came out step by step in order for us to understand what I am now trying to impart. That the Aurora Borealis is our heart energy. That it is not just a physical place. That we are microcosms of the macrocosm. And that sounds complex to some people. Basically, all that means is our environment is reflective of us. And this is why we have just transcended the third chakra. We are about to enter the heart, which is the fourth. And therefore, this realm is going to dissolve away because we will lift ourselves up the axis mundi, the cosmic world tree, and go to the heart space, which is indeed Hyperborea. We thought that the external and the internal were separate in this age of duality. And so, if there is a place we have to go to, it can't be achieved or journeyed to by transforming your consciousness. This is completely wrong. This is what we're doing with blood over intent. You did not just sign a statement that you intend to bring forth heaven on earth. You connected what your heart pumps every day, your blood, your heart energy, with all of our hearts and our heart energy. And because this realm is representative of what we are, we intended to dissolve back to the heart. Heaven on earth. Earth being an anagram for heart, as I always say. So we have to get out of the left brain principles in order to truly know what I'm saying. If we try to break down what I'm saying, let's say, heart energy, there's no study that says heart energy exists. What are you talking about? The emerald heart energy? No. This is trying to dissect reality. This is not trueness. This is not the fullness of creation as it can be observed. It can only be observed with the heart. So, indeed, our hearts are slowly being opened up by this divine feminine energy, which I've shown is consistently around me. I am able to now project my aura into the sky, bring the Aurora Borealis to me. This is going to happen to all of us. I am simply one of the first ones to achieve eternal communion with her, because throughout my channel I have proven myself to be a worthy messenger. We, the living souls, knew exactly what we were doing when we plunged here. We had set this entire timeline up, so blood over intent would come out, reunite all of the living souls with our heart energy. So when things got too crazy here, we could finally absolve this dualistic condition. So what we're experiencing with blood over intent, what I am proclaiming about the divine goddess and heart energy, this is a timeline we have already set up. So if there's any fears over your spiritual transformation, it will happen automatically because this is being dictated by your higher self, which is chained right now in the halls of a mentee. However, we will rejoice very, very soon in the eternal knowingness of the all. I want to talk a little bit about love and sexuality. These are two topics which have been considered quite taboo. Love is usually sprinkled with hate in duality. And romance and sex oftentimes have an even darker side. However, we are about to return to the heart, to our deepest desires. Home is where the heart is, and therefore, all of our innermost wants and desires regarding romantic love and even sex, these things are going to come to fruition. And keep in mind, we are not fusing together as one being just yet. We still will have individual portions of consciousness in Hyperborea. There's music there, there's dancing there. It's as above, so below. So you can bet your butt off that there is lots and lots of passionate romance and sex going on in this realm we are about to dissolve to. However, it is not sprinkled with fear, with possessiveness, and with expectation. Therefore, what we will be experiencing will be the most blissful, unfragmented romances we have ever had. And if you look at stories of gods and goddesses of the past, they had many different lovers. I'm not saying exclusivity won't be a thing. It absolutely can be, because again, we are creators. We are not bound to anything. I'm not saying we're all going to have tons of orgies in Hyperborea. I am not professing this at all. All I am saying is the duality that had woven its way into romance and sex, which rendered it, in our consciousness, impure, that will all dissolve, and we will finally be able to express our erotic and romantic pleasures without feeling shame, without feeling possessiveness, and with eternal respect for our partners. Everything is simple and ultimate perfection, and I've said this before, but I'm trying to drive home to all of my brothers and sisters. We believed that struggle was necessary in order to achieve some sort of harmony or union with oneself or others, and therefore we thought of life as consisting of constant resistance. Battle, uphill, battle, uphill. The only battle that we've had is this entire lifetime, which, as I've said, has been a purge. Every experience you've had, good or bad, has been directing you to wake up in the halls of Amenti. It's as simple as that. There is no evil, and without the concepts of duality, without fear, without good and bad, without right and wrong, without that dualistic confusion, which makes you cut in half, makes you want to go one way, but then you go the other, and you don't know what to do. Without that, there is ultra perfection. If there was not ultimate perfection in the universe, this would mean that the universe would inherently be a chaotic, destructive, miserable place. The fact that there is beauty, the fact that there is sacred geometry, the fact that nature has patterns, this all means that what is true is always divine. This is an illusion. What we're in is an illusion. This is not what is true. The reason we have shadows isn't because that's our shadow. It's because these are our shadows. The universe always creates homeostasis because, again, it is divine. It is inherently perfect. All of creation is. So this means that there is consistently a purging, a washing away of the elements of the universe which are not in contact with the Most High. This is why I say time will be washed away, duality will be washed away, soulless beings, organic portals will be washed away, because they do not contribute to the homeostasis, the perfection of the universe. This is natural, and this consistently happens. However, this is happening very special this time, because this time we will not be descending back into the third dimension. Like I said before, and it says this in my emerald tablets, we would fall asleep in the halls of Amenti and go down to the third dimension. We would come back up, we would go back up, come back up, go back down. However, this time we had created such an elaborate illusion, such an elaborate teacher, which is this realm, that's all it is, an illusory construct here to mirror to us the aspects of ourselves which we hopefully will never replicate. And In doing so, we now have the ultimate wisdom telling us duality is abolished forever, because to do the opposite means to be washed away during this homeostasis process I'm talking about. I am telling you, brothers and sisters, once the heart is activated, living will not have to be a struggle any longer, because this is love, this is compassion, this is communion passion. I love you all so very much. We are all in this together. Do not believe for 1 second that you are separate from the all. You are not. We are the goddess. We are the all. I am Hermes, messenger of the gods.
I'm simply on fire.